And with that new twin-clutch gearbox, the shifts are so fast, the gap between them can't even be measured. That's good. But it's not as good as the way this car simply devours corners. Unlike Porsche with their new 911, BMW has not gone for electric steering, but instead stuck with old-fashioned hydraulics.
And it's so much better for it. There's much more of that feedback. It actually lets you know which way the front wheels are pointing.
With the settings in full track mode, you can smoke all day long. And when you've had enough of that, at the touch of a button, it becomes a completely different car.
The old one was always a bit, you know, always straining at the leash. But this one, it can be a proper lunatic M5 or a soothing companion when you just want to drive along the M5. See the motorway, the M...
It's also more economical. It has a bigger fuel tank so it can go harder for longer. And then there's the ride.
It's really, really good. Comfortable. There's no stupid rock-hard run-flat tyres. It feels better than a normal 5 Series.
The new M5, then, is not only better than the old one. I'd say that as an all-rounder, it's actually the best car in the world right now. And in some ways, it reminds me of this. The BMW M1.
In 1984, BMW actually took the engine out of that and put it in a 5 Series, and the original M5 was born. The point is, the M1 was the first supercar that could also be civilized in the real world.
And that's what they've done here. Meet the new boss, same as the old boss.
See what they did there?
It's a heck of a thing.
An homage to the Who.
Yeah.
I have to say, that car, I drove it the other day, it is epic.
It is amazing.
It's a phenomenal car. You like the M5 as well, don't you?
Yep.
The only problem with it is that in the past, you bought an M5 was worth it because it was so much better than an ordinary 5 Series. But the normal 5 Series now is so good, it's hard to justify spending the extra.
Well, you're quite right. Have you driven the 530 diesel?
Oh.
It's stupendously good.
And it's £30,000 less than an M5, and it's an almost completely perfect car.
And did you know as well, actually, in the diesel, you can go, if you're careful, you can go almost 1,000 miles on one tank full of fuel.
Well, that's all you want, 1,000 miles.
God, how old are you two?
Well, I haven't spent the last 10 years being 38, unlike some people haven't.
38, it's a nice age. I'm going to do it again this year.
No, actually, sadly, Hammond, we don't have time to cut you in half this week to see how old you really are, because we've got a very busy show. We also don't have time, I'm afraid, to show you the Stig going round in the M5, but we can tell you we did it in a 1:29.2, pouring with rain, meaningless time. So what we're going to do now is move on very swiftly and do the news.
Yes.